Hey guys, and today we're gonna be doing my Stanley Cup playoff bracket. So this will be three parts because, right, I'm just gonna show you guys my whole bracket right now, and then, um, after I'm gonna show, or after the first round's done, I'll do like a redo of my second round predictions, and then the third video will be the conference finals, the Stanley Cup finals, and my Conn Smythe favorites. So, we'll start in the Western Conference. I have Nashville upsetting Colorado. I do like Nashville, so I kind of favored them, but I do think that they're a really good team. Um, like their goaltending is a lot more consistent than Colorado, and I'm pretty sure they just beat Colorado the other day without Yusei Saros, which is impressive. And David Riddick will need to be pretty good because Saros is out for 4 to 6 weeks. So I have Nashville winning in 7, Minnesota and St. Louis. I have Minnesota winning in 6. Minnesota's a really skilled team, so yeah, I think that they'll be able to beat St. Louis. But St. Louis is pretty good, better than they were last year when they got swept by Colorado. I think Tarasenko's back now, and he's been scoring a lot of more goals. So yeah, St. Louis is better this year, but they're still not good enough to go on a long playoff run again. And then I have Calgary over Dallas in 5. It might even be a sweep by Calgary, but yeah, Calgary's just a really good team, and Dallas. Uh, let's just say they're lucky that they didn't have to face Colorado because the Nashville's lost to Arizona. But yeah, I think it'll be a pretty easy series for Calgary. And then I have Edmonton beating LA in 5. LA is just in a weak division. If like they were in the Central Division, they probably would have finished 6th, I think. So yeah, they just got to play against bad teams, and they were able to finish ahead of Vegas, which was pretty impressive. But I still don't think they're like a good enough team to beat Edmonton. And Edmonton would have challenged for the first spot if they hadn't had the bad start to the season that they did. And I have Calgary beating Edmonton. There's no games requirement, but I would say it probably goes to 7 games. That's gonna be close. And then Nashville, Minnesota. Probably another 6 or 7 game series. I just feel like not a lot of people are gonna pick Nashville, so I tried to go a little bit out. Like a lot of people are gonna pick Minnesota, Calgary, Colorado, and Edmonton to make it. So I think Nashville can win if everybody's healthy and stuff. Then I have Nashville and Calgary, and probably Nashville would also have to win in 7 there too, because like those are 3 tough teams that they'll probably have to get through. And then for the Eastern Conference, Florida and Washington. Florida in 5, yeah. Washington just chose the wrong time to have their losing streak because they could have caught Pittsburgh, and then they would have a lot easier matchup in the Rangers for them. Um, and yeah, Florida's stacked, and then I have Tampa Bay beating Toronto in 7. I don't think Toronto can make it past the first round, and Tampa Bay has a lot better goaltending than Toronto does, and their defense is a lot more consistent. Their power play also is a lot more consistent. Like Toronto, some teams are not consistent. They're either really good or like really bad sometimes. And I have Carolina losing to Boston in 7, because I'm pretty sure Anderson and Ranta are both out for Carolina, but Carolina's strong defense will give them a chance. But it's not a match for Boston, and their starting goalies are fine, I'm pretty sure. And Boston, like if Pasternak is on the second line like he has been, like how is Carolina gonna defend 2 elite lines at the same time? And then I have New York over Pittsburgh in 6. Pittsburgh isn't going to be able to do anything. Igor Shesterkin is insanely good. Like, and their offense is super deep. And they have a solid defense, too. And then I have Boston over New York, which might come as a surprise, but Boston has a lot more playoff experience. So I think that will help them defeat New York. And then I have Tampa Bay over Florida in the battle. Florida, I think it will go to 7 this time instead of 6 or 5 like it was last year. But Florida needs their goaltending to be consistent to have any chance of doing really good in the playoffs, because last year it was really good in the regular season and it just fell off a cliff in the playoffs. And then, yeah, but I still have Tampa Bay winning. And then I have Tampa Bay over Boston. I think that will probably be a 6-game series, maybe a 5-game series. And then I have Tampa Bay beating Nashville. I would probably say that's a 5-game series. And I am a Tampa Bay and Nashville fan, but I think that Tampa Bay is good enough to repeat, and I think Nashville can pull off some upsets. So yeah, guys, that's my Stanley Cup playoffs bracket. Like I said, after the first round's over, I'll do the second round, and then after the second round's over, I'll do the final part. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to say in the comments who you think will win the Stanley Cup playoffs. And then I also said 30 goals will be scored in the finals. And bye, yee, 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 yee.